The government is defending its plan to build a receiving station for the liquefied natural gas in Taoyuan near an algal reef. Activists want a referendum to relocate the station, which they say would threaten the marine ecosystem. But the economics minister says a referendum could delay the project for up to 11 years. This, she said, would translate to burning up to 5 million more tonnes of coal to replace the natural gas.
If the station at Datan is not built, it's very likely that our efforts to cut coal consumption in Central Taiwan and even Kaohsiung will be undone.
More than 350,000 people have signed a petition for a referendum on protecting Datan's algal reef. With the prospect of a referendum looming, Economics Minister Wang Mei-hua said that a vote could delay work on Taiwan's third LNG station project. Relocating the project from Datan to Taipei Port would require an environmental impact assessment that could take as long as 11 years. During that period, there would be an enormous shortfall in Taiwan's energy mix. An estimated 5 million tonnes of coal are needed to fill the gap. That 5 million tonnes would wipe out the years of work done at Taichung Power Plant to reduce coal use by 6 million tonnes.
The
KMT is unwilling to admit to past problems with its energy policies. President Tsai's government has brought down the risk of damage to its minimum. Of course, our hope is not to do any damage at all, but during this process, the government has had to make some difficult choices. This is outrageous and unbelievable and unacceptable. The referendum on the algal reef is a separate issue. If this argument is being used to threaten the people who are told that coal must be used to replace LNG, we absolutely cannot accept it.
KMT lawmakers dismissed the government's argument as groundless.
We are absolutely not trying to threaten the people. When we plan to increase the usage of LNG at Datan, the goal was to reduce the use of coal. If this plan is affected, we will probably need to increase the usage of coal, as we won't have the planned units 8 and 9 at the Datan plant. That's something we wouldn't want to see either. The receiving station project is related to future electricity demand in northern Taiwan and relates to whether Taichung provides power for the north. It relates to the timetable for the reduction of coal. Of course, it is even more related to Taiwan's energy transition. At this juncture, this plan is most suitable for a timetable for future electricity supply.
The government stressed that the receiving station project is not a clash between environmental protection and the economy. Rather, it's a choice that must be made between different forms of environmental protection, it said. Officials have made their case, but it remains to be seen if it will convince the hundreds of thousands of people who have signed the petition.